In America, half of every dollar spent on brand medicines goes to entities who don't make them. While middlemen like PBMs and 340B hospitals drive up costs, Biopharma is investing $500 billion in new infrastructure and manufacturing here at home, and helping patients buy medicines directly at lower prices. Tell Washington to end middlemen markups and put American patients first. Visit phrma.org/middlemen.
Reality radio for a really great future. We're talking real money.
Wow, that was close. Darn it! Wow, ooh. We had a tragedy here on Talking Real Money because on Friday Tom was going a little crazy, being cut off from Duval Island, and he decided that he was going to wade across the Snoqualmie.
There's video of this.
Literally, he decided he was going to try and wade across the floodplain to get to the Duval Bridge.
Yeah.
And
poor judgment. A lot of
determined that there was
though,
maybe a little too much water there.
Yeah, it was like 5 feet deep. It wouldn't have turned out well.
This is not a joke. No, you do not go walking across flooded rivers. All right.
And it turns out I cannot walk on water either. I tried that. It didn't work. So I went right
I could have told you that.
Yeah.
If you just called and asked. He did finally find a way home, though, through Fall City. So
I did. Thank you, Fall City, for having your bridge open. And wow, driving along there, looking at first of all, the amount of water. The whole Snoqualmie Valley where I am, filled.
Yeah.
It's like a lake now. Part two. There's little barns and stuff that are like in the middle of the lake. It's very weird. These little isolated
little
patches.
Barn islands.
And then the tragedy is you drive by on Highway 203 and you see these homes where people have taken everything out of the home because it was all completely soaked and wrecked already. It's tough. Not easy to see.
Yeah.
So all kidding aside, my heart goes out to those people, but I'm glad to be home.
We really do need to stop building houses where water goes.
Those look like they've been there a long time.
They have.
Too.
It's kind of like the houses on the beaches in Florida that have been there for 50, 60 years. And then, we never had a hurricane until today.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway. Hey, welcome to Talking Real Money. You still have two hosts. Good for you. I'm Don. That's Tom, the water walker. And we're here to try and help you understand the financial situations you find yourself in from time to time. If you want some personal help, you got a question for us, just call us. It's easy. On Saturdays, we're here at 855-935-TALK, 855-935-8255 every Saturday. So give us a holler. Well, we're coming up on the end of the year. It's just a couple weeks till Christmas, and looks like the stock market is having a really, really good year again, where we're getting Dave Ramsey-like average returns. 12%.
Thank you, Dave. We appreciate them. Keep
12%.
Coming.
Yeah.
12
and a half? Is that right?
Yeah, 12 and a half. That's the average return for the U.S. stock mutual fund or exchange traded fund, 12.6, which is above average, right?
Mm-hmm. Average is about 10. Unless it's the Dave Ramsey average, which he says is 12.
Dave is way
so he
above
got the
average,
Dave Ramsey because he's above average.
Yeah. The last 3 years, frankly, when you look back at this period of time, it's last year 17.4, year before 21.
Wait a minute, we're below average.
Well, but still, those 3 years are pretty astounding, back to back to back. Bond funds this year, I just looked at DFIGX, which I think is a pretty good proxy for the. I'm still shaking off the water.
Yeah.
Good thing I didn't get my ears. Almost 7% year to date. That's an intermediate term bond fund that run by Dimensional Funds. So that's pretty astounding too. But here's my worry because this is a big article, Wall Street Journal. And by the way, I looked up a few other funds. How about AVDE, the Avantis International Fund year to date? You know the return there? Take a guess.
No, I have no idea. This year, 18?
This year.
18.
Almost 37, 36.
Oh, my gosh, I was so far off. See, I never looked.
How about VT? Vanguard's total.
VT, because it has the global in it. So, going to kick it 15?
21.
Wow.
I just looked at our portfolio. I'm not supposed to talk about this, but it was about 20.
Wow.
AVGE 20.5, DFAW. These are the total market funds run by Avantis and Dimensional 19.8. Here's my worry.
Wait, aren't you that there's a little lesson there. Gee,
that's what I'm getting to.
Aren't you glad you had internationals?
Well, there's that.
Yeah.
But here's what happens. Yeah. Because as soon as I say 12.5, you know what people do? They go home and look at their funds. Because they call me like, wait, I only made 10. What's wrong? You're looking at the wrong thing. You're looking at what you should be looking at is, do you have the correct asset allocation, right? Balance between U.S. international, big and small, those other parts. Number two is, if you're paying too much, because we just saw a portfolio where the average expense ratio for the funds this person was in is 0.81. That's too much. And guess what? That will reduce your returns. And then don't suffer from recency bias. A lot of people piled into this S&P 500.
Not an easy day for you today.
I know. I got to try.
He's waterlogged.
I got to shake it. S&P 500 is up 17. Still another good year, but I worry that people are not diversified. They're not paying attention to their overall asset allocation, and they're certainly feeling great about all those individual stocks that they got invested in because those have gone straight up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's some lessons to be learned here, but when you hear 12.5, don't think, what's wrong with me? Think, as my asset allocation proper? That would be the right thing to do.
Yeah, and that's why you can't really say, well, it's up 12.5, and you look at your portfolio and you go, I'm only up 10, because do you have bonds in there?
Right.
Well, if you have bonds in there, your average return is going to be lower. So you have to compare apples to apples, as they say, and you won't even have to worry about this. If you build the right portfolio for you, you won't be thinking about it. 855-935-TALK is our phone number. That's 855-935-8255. And why, all the lines look open.
Tom and Don are talking real money.
Hi, Don McDonald here. So, what's your plan for retirement? No, really. What's the actual plan? Because hoping the market goes up, stockpiling random investments, and praying your gut instincts are smarter than Wall Street is not a plan. It's a guess. And when the market gets bumpy, and it always does, guessing leads to second guessing. And second guessing leads to panicking. That's why you need more than a portfolio. You need a purpose, a strategy, a real financial plan built just for you by a 100% fiduciary advisor who's legally obligated to act in your best interest. Imagine that. Start your plan today with a free, no-pressure meeting at TalkingRealMoney.com or call 800-386-3004. That's TalkingRealMoney.com, because your future deserves more than crossed fingers and wishful thinking. By the way, no sales pitch, no obligation, just smart help for real people who want to stop guessing and start planning. Appella is an SEC-registered investment advisor. See AppellaWealth.com or the firm's Form ADV for more details.
Your guides to a really great financial future. Tom and Don are talking real money.
And if you don't call, I'm going to keep telling stories about how I was trapped on the wrong side of the Snoqualmie River and how I couldn't get back.
It was one night, whiny boy.
I know, but it was 3 attempts.
To go across the river?
Yeah.
No, it was only one walking attempt.
Well, yeah, that's true.
You just drove down and looked. And you went, I can't get across.
I got thrown out anyway, yeah. It was long. And then finally, I will give our corporate headquarters credit.
Yeah.
They wrote me and said, "Hey, is there anything we can do?" And I said, "Yeah, a large boat would be good right about now. I'll show you where to put it."
I have to tell you that I really believe, though, that most of this was your own dang fault. You left Thursday morning.
Yeah.
You left home
hour.
at the usual hour of 5:30 a.m.
And they were kind of down at the bridge looking around.
You went to the bridge and you said, "Oh, they told me they're going to close the bridge."
No, they said they weren't sure.
Yeah,
they were like,
okay,
maybe not.
You said, "Yeah, I think they're going to close the bridge." You told me this at 6:30 Pacific time. 6:30. You said, "I went, right. Dude, you should stay home."
I know.
Why did you not stay home?
I don't know.
You're obsessed with going to the office.
Anyway, yeah, and then I got a text from my wife saying, "Guess what? Bridge is closed. You're screwed.
You're stuck."
I know. Anyway,
it's terrible.
Unpleasant.
It's awful. It's not pleasant. I know.
And again, all joking aside, my heart goes out to all the people that have suffered far worse fate than I have. Far, far, far.
Thank goodness your lake comes with a drain, because if it didn't come with a drain,
it's still the highest I've ever seen.
It'd be up in your
way
house.
High. It probably would be. Yeah.
855-935-TALK is our phone number. That's 855-935-8255. You know, when we were talking about how the U.S. market did, what was that? That wasn't V. You said what VT made. You said the U.S. market was up 12.6.
That's the average of all ETFs and mutual funds.
Oh, because
that's why I also worry, because like people think, well, why didn't I make that much?
No,
that's
because
an average of all the funds.
That amount actually that says a lot about the average mutual fund. That tells you that there must be a lot of underperforming mutual funds. Because
exactly.
I mentioned balanced, and I went, well, wait a minute, what did the Vanguard Balanced Index do this year so far?
I bet it's up more than 12.5.
It is. It's up 13.
Yeah, okay.
And that's 40% bonds.
Pardon me, bonds. Thank you.
Doesn't that tell you that there are a lot of really bad mutual funds out there? And I'd be willing to bet, based on all the science, all the academic research, that the vast majority of those pathetic, underperforming mutual funds are actively managed.
That is, you've got stock pickers, market timers, people that can see the future, overweighting, single ideas, bad. Yeah, exactly. And not only are they actively managed, they're more expensive.
Well, that drags down the
from your
performance.
returns. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So you're absolutely 100% right. So yeah, I mean, yes, there were things.
There are lots of lessons in there.
Yeah, the S&P 500, as I said, 17.3% year to date. But international small cap value, of which I know you own some, I've got some.
Yeah.
43.7%. These are the indexes. Emerging markets up almost 30%. So, I mean, other parts of the world that most people are not invested in. This, by the way, will be on my January 3rd show. This is one of the 5 things you got to do in 2026. I'm just going to release it now.
What?
Go global. Most people are still not.
What's the point of doing the third
I don't know. It's
show?
just a little,
We're doing
preview.
He already just sort of gave the lead away.
I gave one.
No, the third is Tom is on vacation on January 3rd.
Again. I was waiting.
So,
I was just going to preempt.
As opposed to having me do the show alone again.
And feel bad again.
I wouldn't feel bad, but he would. So
I would.
So I've agreed to work a lot harder. For me, a lot harder.
That's a lot more work than doing this, that's for sure.
To do a pre-recorded Saturday show.
Which I believe is the only one we've ever done in like 15 years of doing this.
No, we did one. We did one other. It was a holiday show of some sort.
So good that we never did it again.
Well, it was hard work.
Yeah,
because I have to get every segment exactly right. I don't have the music buffer, music bumper coming up underneath saying, here you got to go now, because that's what the music tells me. It says,
I know.
Don, you've got to wrap this up, and Don knows where the music ends. He doesn't always pay any attention to it, but he knows when it ends. And so we're going to do that. And so don't cry for me, Argentina.
I was just...
You knew you were going to do it.
Actually, in today's world, it'd be Venezuela.
I'm
sorry.
Yeah. So anyway, I have to edit a podcast. Not like I have enough podcasts to edit.
I know. But I'm going to give you the entire 25th off. How about that? That's just, I feel good about myself.
That's Thursday. We don't do a show on Thursday.
Oh, okay. Well,
so I'll be doing what I normally do, which is not doing... I'll probably be editing. Either that, or I'll be either this show or a story podcast or something.
Yeah, that's true.
Something. I'm going to be working on something. And by the way, I do want to brag just a smidge. I'm so excited.
You should.
I'm so excited.
Huge.
I'm so excited. You guys know I do short story podcasts for fun. It's my hobby. They don't make any money, but it's a hobby. And so I decided to take all of my holiday, because I got a review once for lit reading, and somebody said, well, if you like Christmas stories, I guess you'll like this. And I went, okay, all right, I'll take care of this. I moved all the Christmas stories to a new podcast called Seasons Readings. Like Seasons Greetings, but readings. Get it? It's a joke. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Anyway, so I submitted it to Apple Podcasts to see if they would feature it during the holidays, and darned if they didn't put it up as a new podcast.
Still up there today as a new podcast.
As a new, you should look at this podcast, which with Apple really, really boosts your listenership.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Up until they put it up there, Seasons Readings had about 192 downloads. Since they've put it up... 192. period.
Totally.
Since they put it up, we've gotten 8,000 downloads in less than a week.
Wow.
So I was really excited to have that happen. So I just check it out if you want some Christmas stories.
Tom and Don are talking real money.
When you walk into a Burlington, you're walking into amazing prices and great gifts. That's main character energy. Because at Burlington, the holiday savings aren't the only things turning heads. Discover quality finds and perfect presents for everyone on your list, even those who are hard to shop for. Toys and jewelry to new beauty brands and styles, these gifts go seamlessly from our stores to under your tree. Seriously, with these savings, why shop anywhere else?
Burlington deals, brands, wow.
For your real life and real future, Tom and Don are talking real money.
Actually, I just looked, and we're almost to 10,000 downloads.
Wow.
For Seasons Readings.
That's astounding. So give us the name again so people can go
Seasons Readings.
And if you don't know how to do a podcast,
well, you need
to know.
You need to learn.
You do, because a lot of my friends who I love dearly, they listen to this a little bit, and thank you for that. But I ask them, like, do you listen to podcasts? I don't know how to do that. Well, it's pretty doggone
we'll have
easy.
a lesson
and it's
on
so remarkable. There's so much stuff there that's amazing. I love the podcasts I listen to.
Podcasts are
Wouldn't
great.
surprise you about World War II, et cetera. So anyway.
It's so great too. I've moved up the rankings in the Apple charts, and they have them by various topics, and I'm under fiction because it's fiction reading.
Literature,
and right now, Seasons Readings is sandwiched in the top 5 fiction podcasts between Julie Andrews reading and Hugh Bonneville reading. So it's Julie Andrews, Don McDonald, and Hugh Bonneville.
You should be further down because you're about 30 years younger than Julie Andrews.
Yeah, but I'm older than Hugh Bonneville, so I'm right in the middle.
Yes, you are. Okay.
So it works out. See?
Anyway, go take advantage.
855-935-TALK is our phone number, 855-935-8255. And if you listen and you like it, leave a 5-star rating. Just do that. A couple people left 2 stars, and I just don't know why.
For what?
How can you be upset at Christmas stories? I don't know. Scrooge, it's Ebenezer and
that's funny coming from you, the guy who'd like to ignore the holiday altogether.
Bah, humbug.
You keep Christmas in my way, and I'll keep it in whatever it is.
Shall we go to Kirkland now?
Let's go to Kirkland.
Let's go to Kirkland. Ken, welcome to Talking Real Money.
Hey, good afternoon. This is involving ticker. Let's see, John, Adam, Boy, Paul, X-ray. As with John Hancock.
John, Adam, Boy.
Yeah.
What else?
Paul, X-ray.
Paul, X-ray.
Yeah.
But I can tell you without even looking with the aforementioned company you just suggested.
John Hancock. Okay.
It's not going to be a favorite of mine, guaranteed. But what's your question?
Okay. Well, it's fallen from favor if it was ever there with us. My wife has got... She had a 401k through John Hancock, and when she retired, that was rolled over into an IRA. A portion of her 401k rolled over to IRA and a portion to a Roth IRA. So they're the custodian, and I wanted to do a Roth conversion for a big chunk of her traditional IRA sitting there, and they said, "Well, yeah, we can do that, but you need to roll over you need to convert the entire balance of the IRA." Well, no, I don't want to do that because the taxes would kill us.
Whoever gave you that piece of advice gave you bad advice. You don't have to convert the entire.
That's not true
IRA
unless they
Roth.
have some internal silly rule.
They have some. They do.
Well, you need to just. The whole thing needs to leave this custodian.
Different custodian. Yeah, go to Schwab or Vanguard or somebody else.
Yeah, and I finally get into my question. Could Vanguard go out and extract that without doing? In other words, could they take the John Hancock Lifestyle Blend Growth Portfolio and just move that to their custodianship so that we don't have to sell anything
In their brokerage account. In their brokerage account, they should be able to do that. Yes.
No, she said it's an IRA though.
But it's an IRA. But within their brokerage, they should be able to move other funds
I see
in
the brokerage
kind.
arm of Vanguard.
Yeah. They should be able to move it in kind. I know Schwab
Not always
can.
guaranteed.
I know Schwab can.
Okay, but yeah, I don't understand why you're reluctant just to sell it and restart when you get to a different custodian.
Yeah, good point. It's in an IRA.
My understanding is that if we were to sell it, we would that would be the same as doing a full amount conversion as far as
no. You can do anything inside of an IRA or a 401k with no tax ramification at all. The only time there'd be a tax of any kind is when you move that from the pre-tax IRA to the post-tax Roth, because that's like income then. The government wants their piece. But otherwise, no taxes at all. I would sell the portfolio. Wow. I would open an IRA at, I don't know, pick your choice, whatever custodian.
Schwab, doesn't matter.
Yeah. Open an IRA there, move the whole bunch over there.
She already has an IRA at Vanguard.
Oh, well, then it's even easier. All you do is you just give Vanguard, you liquidate the account. Just liquidate it. Make it life simple. Liquidate it all. Whoever you're dealing with is an idiot. You don't want to deal with them anymore anyway, past liquidation. Liquidate the whole darn thing, then have Vanguard transfer it over. You just give them the account number, and they'll make it happen.
And like John Hancock, go ahead and sign. That'd be my take.
I knew he was going to sneak a joke in.
Tom and Don are talking real money.
Meet the computer you can talk to. With Copilot on Windows, working, creating, and collaborating is as easy as talking. Got writer's block? Share your screen with Copilot Vision to help spark inspiration, and use Copilot Voice to have a conversation and brainstorm ideas. Or maybe you need some tech help. With Copilot Vision, Copilot sees what you see. Let Copilot talk you through step-by-step guidance so you can master new apps, games, and skills faster. Try now at windows.com/Copilot.
Reality radio for a really great future. We're talking real money.
Wow. I looked at that Jab Picks, the
Me too.
John Hancock Funds Lifestyle Blend Growth Portfolio Class A.
I'm glad Mr. Hancock didn't live to see how his name is being used for this.
Oh, my gosh.
It's just a really bad fund.
1.05%.
1%. Yeah, 1%. Plus
5% load.
Yeah, right. You get in it to pay for the pleasure of paying one.
Commission.
As a reminder,
for
folks,
those of you who don't know what a load is.
You can own the S&P 500 really for nothing if you want. I mean, you could use Fidelity's free whatever it's called, free nothing, whatever product.
Yeah, the zero.
Zero, pardon me. I thought that was bad branding. This is tragic. And then to get the bad advice on top, I really do not understand, and you can call me and correct me if you're like, I don't understand why you couldn't move all the money over to an IRA and then do what part of the conversion you want.
Of course you could.
Yeah.
Everybody else can. But again, you should. We should probably say, because maybe their custodian has some arcane, bizarre rule that I've never heard of in all my years doing this here kind of talk. I don't know. 855-935-TALK is our phone number. We've got lines open for you right now, as we do on Saturdays. And we also have another way for you to send in questions. You can go to talkingrealmoney.com on the contact form, and then you can speak them. They go on the Friday podcast if you speak them. Oh, by the way, did you hear the Friday podcast?
I did. I was surprised by a couple things. First of all, the target date fund thing. That basically, at least from what you provided yesterday, and by the way, you can go listen to this podcast on talkingrealmoney.com.
Yeah, or on your favorite
around the
podcast
target
service.
Date funds. Yeah, where I think you had the 2050 and the 2030 had 2050 and the 2040, something, or 2070 and 2050.
Yeah, had
target
about the
date
same,
fund. Yeah. Same asset allocation, which I find interesting. Yeah.
No, I wondered if you heard
10% in bonds.
I wondered if you heard my special Christmas carol at the beginning.
Very good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was blown away. So good, in fact, that I almost drove into the Snoqualmie River while listening to it. Which was very close as it was.
I did.
I was like, oh, man,
I actually performed a Q&A Christmas carol.
You're right. I should have praised you. I forgot.
No, I just didn't know if you heard it, because I worked really hard on that. I spent 10 full minutes recording that thing. 10 full minutes. And then probably another 2 minutes applying effects. To make
10 minutes, which is about how long your singing career should last.
That's about how long it's lasted now.
It's good.
If
for no other reason. You should go listen to that podcast just for that.
It was unique.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was good.
so-
Good show. A lot of good questions.
Every Friday we
enjoyed
do
it,
the
as
Q&A,
always.
but we also take your questions on that
do.
same contact form, and then you type them in, and then Tom goes out, and for every question you send in, Tom will kill a tree.
And these are big trees too, by the way. These are 110 footers or something.
It's a wonderful
Timber.
life. Whenever an
Backwards.
angel gets its wings, a bell rings.
Whenever-
Whenever you send in
whenever
a
it's a question.
question, a tree dies.
You're making me- Okay. This came in from Elizabeth in Durham, North Carolina.
Yeah.
Hello, Tom and Don. I'm 58. My husband is almost 58, though he looks much older than I do. Which is a funny thing. It brought to mind a recent story of mine, which I'm sure I shared with you. When we were traveling this summer and going through, I think it was security. My wife went through security, and the guy.
Oh, I thought you meant
handed
like
her bag
Security,
back to her.
Colorado, which is a town.
Yeah,
near
exactly.
Colorado
No,
Springs,
he gave her bag back and kind of ogled her a little bit, like, "Ooh, you're very attractive," And I was right behind him, and I was like, "Just a minute, I'll be right there with my wife." He goes, "Wait, you're with her?" Like that, and then he says, "What are you in banking or something?"
And or
Really
something.
hurt.
Kind of
Exactly.
banking adjacent. Sure. Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
You get the gist.
You go,
Yeah.
yes, sir. She did marry me for my money.
Oh, yeah, there is that
Okay.
part. Okay. Anyway, all right. Thank you, Elizabeth. And I hope her hubby is going to listen to this and go,
I do
what were you
too."
thinking? Yeah. We've done well financially and saved a good bit for retirement. Currently retired, but still working full time for a different employer. Kids are out of college. I have a pension of $44,000 a year. We have $300,000 combined in Roth, $2.5 million combined in 401k. $1 million of that is in a rollover IRA with E-Trade, $500 in a 401k with my old employer with a very low custodial fee. I might be surprised, but I don't see a time where we're not near the top tax bracket. Now, I don't know that I agree with that.
I
because,
don't. Yeah. And how much does she have again? Give me, because I didn't write the numbers
Well,
down.
she says 2.5 in qualified money.
Okay.
300K in Roth. That doesn't matter.
Yeah. So we're at $3 million roughly.
Yeah, but the Roth part doesn't matter. So 2.5. I don't know why
for
you'd be in
tax
the top
purposes,
bracket.
so 2.5. If you took out 5% per year,
Well, it's
that's
actually 3.5 your first year with RMD.
No.
She's not
But
even
what I'm
asking
saying is,
about
if she was going to take out a livable income,
No, she's. Let me finish the
RMD.
question.
Okay.
Yeah, I might be surprised because she says after we turn 59.5, should we bite the bullet and start converting to Roth to avoid IRMAA and other tax implications later? By the way, your explanation of IRMAA yesterday was good on the podcast as well. Yeah, I think you're a great candidate for Roth conversions. Sure. Now, some of this is going to come down to, you said you have a pension of 44 and you're still working full time. So there's income there. Yeah. She didn't say if her husband was still working, but
I mean, if they're
likely.
But I got to come back to, she's working now. If you start taking it in Roth, converting it now, you're going to kick up your bracket. You got to do some very careful planning here.
No question.
Shouldn't be big. Shouldn't be big conversion. Shouldn't be big, but small ones, sure.
But remember, they have until age 75, so they're going to have 15 years.
Oh, that's right. They're in that little 75 window.
Exactly. So you get another 2 years to wait. That'd be a number I'd run carefully.
Yeah,
but
I think if you're very careful about after she quits working. Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
Because she doesn't say what her salary is.
Yeah.
I don't agree with you why you'd always be near the top tax bracket, though.
No.
Because with a pension of 44, you should wait on Social Security. I mean, there's planning work to be done here, but yeah, you might be a good candidate for conversions. I agree with Don. It's not like a automatic thing.
Yeah.
You got to pay attention to IRMAA, sir.
I put them without Social Security at a joint, if it's the two of them, less than $150,000 a year taxable. That's
Certainly
nowhere near the top bracket. 855-935-TALK is our phone number. That's 855-935-8255. Give us a call or send us your question right now.
Tom and Don are talking real money.
Your planet is now marked for death.
Marvel Studios' The Fantastic Four First Steps is now streaming on Disney+.
We will protect you.
As a family.
Light them up, Johnny!
Marvel's first family is certified fresh on Rotten Tomatoes.
That is fantastic.
And critics say it's one of the best superhero movies of all time.
Oh!
Marvel Studios' The Fantastic Four First Steps, now streaming on Disney+. Rated PG-13.
What time is it, Ben? It's clobber time!
Your guides to a really great financial future. Tom and Don are talking real money.
This show should be videoed because the texts I get are hilarious. I just got a text from a friend who said, tell Don if he wants to hear real singing. There's another channel in the Seattle area that just played a song that featured my brother as a soloist who actually sings professionally.
Really? Oh, he's good.
Yeah, he's good. So anyway.
How did he
They don't tune in to Talking Real Money for singing.
How did he get the singing genes?
Well, that's a good point. It avoided me completely, as you well know.
Amazing.
So anyway.
Yeah, my brother got those too, the singing
I know,
genes.
your brother was a phenom on Broadway. Yeah.
Anyway, welcome back to Talking Real Money. We'd love to talk real money with you because you're our favorite people to talk about money with. And you can do that by calling us at 855-935-TALK, 855-935-8255, as James in Federal Way just did. Hi, James. Welcome to the show.
Yes, welcome to have me. I have a situation with some furniture. This is a finance company saying it was $7,500, and they're willing to settle it because it's going for quite a while, how much I owe versus what the furniture I got. And so they turned me into collection, but they said that we'll settle this matter if you sign this agreement. They'll take it off my credit, and if we'll sign this, and then we'll be done with it, and I guess you'll do it on your tax. What's it called? A 9, a protection 9, or something.
It'll be income
right in front of me.
It will be income because they will be reducing.
They'll be
the
forgiving
bill,
a debt, so it'll come back to you as income. Yeah,
that's correct.
Yep, that's the way that works.
Okay.
Which isn't likely to hurt you very much.
Shouldn't be much money, hopefully.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's only $7,500, so on my taxes.
And they're going to write the whole thing off?
Wow, they're gonna take the entire amount? Wow, okay.
Yeah, so you'll have a $7,500 income. But what's your annual income right now, James?
It's about $8,500. I mean, $85,000.
So you're going to add less than 10. You're going to add 9% to it. You're not going to kick yourself into a higher bracket. You're probably going to owe at most a few $100s on it.
Yeah, exactly, because it's going to be like a thousand of income, and then you could run the number. It's not going to be much.
Yeah, it's not going to be much. This is a good deal. They're giving you a very good deal.
Yeah, I don't know. I should have called you guys at first, but it just clicked to me, and then I called you guys, and I know you probably straightened it out for me. Tell me what I need to do.
Sir, I think you are in great shape with this, so do not worry too much. You're going to owe like $1,000 to the IRS, maybe.
No, less than that. No, because it's only going to be $1,000 in income.
7,000 in income.
Right. Okay, you're right. So
15% maybe.
15% of that. Good point. Yeah, pardon me. Yeah,
so about $1,000.
Yeah,
but not a big deal. Not a big deal.
No, okay. I would do it in a heartbeat if it was me.
Yep, and it gets it off your credit.
All right.
All right. Thanks, James.
Yeah,
appreciate the call, sir. 855-935-8255. That's our phone number.
Speaking of furniture, there was it was in the Wall Street Journal 15 years ago. No, Sports Illustrated, pardon me, talking about the frauds that professional athletes face. With this recent flood, it reminded me of one where a professional athlete had been convinced to invest in a company that had built rafts that you could blow up when flooding was coming to your house, so you could put furniture in the raft and not get it soaked by the flooding. And they did it with a straight face, apparently, too, because he put like $2 million in it or something, which
why is that
the money apparently just floated away. Because that's a ridiculous. You're going to have not filled up rafts sitting around your house waiting for the flood to come in? No, that's nuts.
That could be if you're in a floodplain.
Stop it. The money just floated down the river.
If you're in a high-rise building.
You know what? I'm going to call you about mine next.
Have the ladder that goes out the window.
Thank you. I know he's being facetious here, so
I'm not.
Yes,
I'm never facetious, nor sarcastic, nor flippant, nor curmudgeonly. None of those things.
Adamantine, intractable, immovable. I can give them all if you want to. So,
where did those come from? Did you have a thesaurus out in front of you?
No.
Or was it your wife?
You already know.
No.
I sat around yesterday when I finally got home, trying to figure out why I was so determined to go across that water on
on
Thursday.
you were doing a little bit of self-reflection.
I know I was. Yeah, I was trying to figure out where in the hell, pardon my
So
French,
let me
where does
find
that come
all
from?
the words that apply
I know, that's
to
exactly
me.
right. So adamantine is one I'd forgotten. It's from a movie I saw 25 years ago. I just love that word. It means unbreakable. Like you just cannot smash it. It is like adamant, right?
Yeah.
I-N-E.
Yeah.
Anyway.
You're unbreakable. See, I don't think that applies.
I think it does apply. But
I
anyway,
think you want it
and there,
to
by the way,
apply.
when I showed people the video,
I mean, I think you're
at work,
adamant, but not adamantine.
I showed people at work, and they're like, "Yeah, that's who you are." It made me feel bad. I'm like, no, I'm not that bad. They're like, "Yeah, pretty much. That's you." So anyway,
well, I suggested the boat. You could have gotten a boat.
you should have suggested therapy. It would have been quicker.
Yeah, could have gotten the kayak.
I'd be somewhere floating. I would have gone through Snoqualmie in about 2 minutes, and
Where
then
where does that river
I think it empties.
empty
I think
out?
It empties out into the Puget Sound somewhere.
Wait,
right,
must be up
Snoqualmie.
north somewhere?
I think it is. Yeah.
Okay.
So bye-bye.
I never followed it. 855-935-TALK is our phone number. That's 855-935-8255 to discuss the money matters that matter most to you. And really, as James just illustrated, it's not just investing.
No.
We like helping with other things. We really do. I'm still surprised, though, that they wrote off.
I don't know. Maybe because he alluded to something about the quality of the furniture. Or something.
Yeah, there may have been. Okay, I see what
some
he's getting at. Yeah.
issue with the actual product that he could make an argument like that wasn't $7,500 worth. So,
Well, yeah, furniture is one of those things that it's like, really? You want that much
I
for
know,
some
I
cheap
know.
sticks under some foam rubber?
you know, I just redid the whole thing a year and a half ago. I'll never say that.
Never say never, sir. Never say never. Give us a call. 855-935-TALK is our phone number. That's 855-935-8255. We want to take you to a whole nother life level with money.
Tom and Don are talking real money.
Hi, Don McDonald here. So, what's your plan for retirement? No, really. What's the actual plan? Because hoping the market goes up, stockpiling random investments, and praying your gut instincts are smarter than Wall Street is not a plan. It's a guess. And when the market gets bumpy, and it always does, guessing leads to second guessing. And second guessing leads to panicking. That's why you need more than a portfolio. You need a purpose, a strategy, a real financial plan built just for you by a 100% fiduciary advisor who's legally obligated to act in your best interest. Imagine that. Start your plan today with a free, no-pressure meeting at TalkingRealMoney.com or call 800-386-3004. That's TalkingRealMoney.com, because your future deserves more than crossed fingers and wishful thinking. By the way, no sales pitch, no obligation, just smart help for real people who want to stop guessing and start planning. Appella is an SEC-registered investment advisor. See AppellaWealth.com or the firm's Form ADV for more details.
For your real life and real future, Tom and Don are talking real money.
855-935-TALK is our phone number. Let's go out to Tacoma. And Clem, welcome to the program.
Yes, Don and Tom. I just want to make sure I understood you. I want to make sure the guy understood you. The John Hancock guy, you told him to liquidate and move the money. And I wondered, did he take that to mean liquidate as into sale or liquidate as into transfer it from John Hancock into the cash part of John Hancock, then roll it over to either Vanguard or Schwab?
Yeah, you raise a great point, Clem. That's exactly right. You want to make sure that you're doing a direct rollover. You don't. You have the terminology correct, because what you're not doing is taking it all, cashing it out, and then moving it, because then unless you get it back in there in 60 days, you could face tax on the entire amount. So yes, you make a good point. You want the terminology has to be correct when you do undertake that transfer. So yes, direct rollover would be the right words there.
Yeah.
Thank you. That was it.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot.
All right. Take care.
Bye-bye.
I remember back in the day, it was the rollover. A rollover was, this was a while ago, taking a check and then rolling it over.
Correct.
It wasn't a direct rollover. I think the terminology's gotten all messed up over the years. It used to be a direct transfer. You would do an IRA
Correct.
custodial transfer. So rollover was taking the money, but I think the rollover became the generic term for everything. So we started using direct rollover. It really should be technically direct transfer. Because you never really take possession of the money.
That's the point. You really don't want to have that in any account of yours. You really want to move it directly from one custodian to another. And in today's world, you don't need a check. Although 401k still do the check.
They do that because they're trying to make more money on their money
holding
on the float. They're playing the float game. But
anyway,
everything transfers. As a matter of fact, I just helped my daughter the other day. She got laid off from her employer a few months ago, and so she got a notice that if you don't transfer your IRA or 401k to an IRA, that we're gonna
they will
liquidate
send you a check.
it. Yeah, they were going to liquidate.
Don't want to do that.
So I helped her move it over to Schwab, and it was so easy.
Yeah,
she didn't have a clue how to do it, and she's going, "Oh, this is all." I put my account number in it.
Boom, all
done.
over. Yeah,
done.
Yeah.
Well, looks like.
By the way, speaking of daughters, real quick.
Yeah.
I just looked at my daughter's payroll for the year. Any idea how much she made? 17, working part-time, very part-time in a pizza place.
I don't know, 5,000.
She can fully fund her Roth IRA. She made almost $8,000.
I was did like, she fund her Roth IRA?
Oh yeah, and then she said, "I wonder where it all went." That's something you need to pay close attention to. So I'm glad you're thinking about it. So
that's all of us speaking right there.
Exactly.
Hey, if you have questions and you're not listening to us on a Saturday afternoon, you can send them in to us anytime at talkingrealmoney.com. That's something that's really easy to do, and we answer those all the time. The other thing you can do for bigger issues, a lot of people say, well, I just don't have anybody to talk to about my portfolio, and is it a mess, and can I get another opinion, and I don't want somebody to try to sell me something. And let me tell you, almost anybody you're going to talk to is going to try to sell you something. They always do. I know this is hard to believe, but we're actually the exception to that rule. We're not going to try and pressure you into becoming a client. We're just going to help you figure it out. You just go to talkingrealmoney.com. and you click on the button that says Meet an Advisor, and then you ask for an appointment. And you can even ask for that appointment with Tom, talkingrealmoney.com.
The opinions and views expressed on this podcast were current on the date recorded.
Opinions, estimates, forecasts, and statements of financial market trends that are based on current market conditions constitute our judgment and are subject to change without notice, including any forward-looking estimates or statements which are based on certain expectations and assumptions. Although information and opinions given have been obtained from or based on sources believed to be reliable, no warranty or representation is made as to their correctness, completeness, or accuracy. Information presented on the podcast is not personalized investment advice from Appellate Wealth. The views and strategies described may not be suitable for everyone.
This podcast does not identify all the risks, direct or indirect, or other considerations which might be material to you when entering any financial transaction.
Past performance does not guarantee future results, and profitable results cannot be guaranteed. We hope you realize that the information provided on Talking Real Money is for informational, educational, and hopefully enjoyable purposes only. The podcast is not trying to get you to buy or sell any financial products or securities. Instead, the program is provided as a public service by Appellate Wealth, a fee-only registered investment advisor.
Please see Appellate Wealth's ADV Part 2A on our website for information regarding Appellate's fees and services.
Appellate Capital, LLC, DBA Appellate Wealth, is an investment advisory firm registered with the Securities and Exchange Commission. The firm only transacts business in the states where it is properly registered or excluded or exempt from registration requirements. Registration with the SEC or any state securities authority does not imply a certain level of skill or training. Appellate does not provide tax or legal advice, and nothing either stated or implied here should be inferred as providing such advice. Thanks for listening, and please visit TalkingRealMoney.com for more information and important disclosure related to performance of any specific index or fund quoted in this podcast. And the lawyers get richer.